Welcome in to the Charge On podcast. On this podcast, we equip believers to charge on in their faith in the real world. I am Dallas Wilson. You are Wayne Bray.
I am.
Pastor Wayne Bray.
Bonus episode.
Bonus episode.
Holy cow.
Yeah, with no prior notes whatsoever.
Impromptu.
Yeah.
Spontaneous.
We're doing a bonus episode, as you can see in the description on whatever platform that you're watching. We're doing a bonus episode just to give the church some updates on two pretty big transitions in our church right now, with new construction at Upstate Church Five Forks and the ongoing demolition and figuring out what's happening at Upstate Church Haywood.
Yes.
So I just wanted to give you an opportunity to speak to the church. We've done updates, and really there's not a ton of updates since our last updates. But people are asking, and they're curious, and even like a good curious. They're excited.
You know what might be good, Dallas? I hadn't thought about this. Talking about spontaneous.
Impromptu.
Here it goes, man. Curveball. Tell them what happened Saturday night and Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't think we've really ever told the story in a public format. What happened Saturday night? How did we know the ceiling was cracked?
Yeah.
Did we know the roof was going to fall? All that on Saturday. All that.
No.
Go ahead and explain how that walked.
Yeah. So multiple layers. First of all, number one is a miracle that anybody went on Saturday night.
Unbelievable.
If you guys know Lucan Walker, just be really thankful for him as a part of our church. He was loading some stuff up on the computer
remotely.
He normally does that remotely.
Yeah.
And so he did it at the other campuses, and for some reason the computer showed offline at Upstate Church Haywood. He's like, man, I'll just go by in the morning.
Yep.
And he said no, for some reason he just felt like he really needed to go that night and
we call that providence.
We call that providence. Sovereignty.
Wow.
Some would say.
Anyway.
Not going
Let's
down
not
that
get
track.
down that path.
So he decides to drive out Saturday night to load the slides in the computer. And he gets out there and realizes that something's not right with the roof, that's definitely like got a bow in it. It's not looking right. He calls his dad.
Cracks in the ceiling when he's loading, yeah.
That's right. Well, and, the reason why we could see the cracks in the ceiling, this is important. Wes Walker doesn't get enough credit for this. The reason why we could see the cracks in the ceiling is that the ceiling was black.
If it was white, we would have never seen the cracks.
Nope. Providence. Yeah. So thanks, Wes, for your interior design expertise. It's just about keeping us safe. That's what it's about.
That's right.
And so he calls his dad, Wes. Wes calls you.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I am asleep.
Yes.
In case anybody doesn't know, okay, if you do not call me before 8:30 at night, you will have to wait to at least 4:30 the next morning.
That's correct.
And so I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, which lesson here, I need to change who can call me when my phone's on Do Not Disturb, because you called me like 6 times.
That's okay.
And I didn't answer. But you called Jenna, and listen, our families are really close.
Yes.
But if you ever call Jenna directly instead of me,
something's wrong.
Something's wrong. So I actually had I was trying to get Annie Jet to sleep. So I was laying on the floor beside Annie Jet's bed, and I fell asleep. And Jenna busted the door open and said, "Dallas, somebody's dead." And I said,
"That's awesome."
I said, "Why is somebody dead, Jenna?" She said, "Because Wayne's calling me at 10 o'clock at night." I was like, "Somebody probably is dead." That's correct. So, I got on the phone. I called. You were like, "Hey, man, don't need to worry, but we just think there might be something going on with the roof."
And I always explain this too, like the cracks in the ceiling. The reason some people thought, oh, they knew earlier. Yeah. We had just repaired the ceiling in the chapel downtown Simpsonville. Plaster had been falling. So honestly, I'll be honest, that night on Saturday night, I was thinking that kind of thing. We're worried about
drywall shifts all the time.
What if sheetrock falls on people on Sunday morning? We got to do something about
That's
it.
Right. So yeah, we get there and realize that at the very least, like some drywall shifting. Right. And I think probably what all of us thought is first thing Monday morning, we're going to have a general contractor here to figure out about it. And so we moved everything. I say we, shout out production.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, our production team out of this world.
12 or 13 people just showed up.
Production.
Facilities guys.
Facilities teams. Mm-hmm. Greg and Blaine were there. Mm-hmm. Russell was on vacation, so Russell didn't make it. We just stretched him out for nothing.
Yeah.
Brian, Wes, Hayden, Zach, so many people were there.
Some of the Haywood, those guys are Haywood guys. That's good.
And so we just decided, okay, obviously we don't know enough to have service in the worship center.
Right.
So we set up worship in the gym.
Moved all most of the chairs over
Yeah,
there.
moved the chairs and then called the Greenville Baptist Association because we were having baptism the next day, and then we just went home about 1:30 that night.
You and I went home at 1:30. I think production was like 3.
Yeah, they were set
Unreal.
because there's so much of that stuff they had to
Yeah.
get plugged in to make sure we're working. And so we left, went home, just put something on, out there. Hey, just let you know we're going to be in the gym tomorrow.
Right.
And that was really the plan. So we got there, we were ready to worship on Sunday morning, and at about
7:30.
yeah,
Because I was in the middle of a deacon's meeting.
okay, about 7:30, roof just it gave, yeah, and that was definitely surprise. Like I said, we knew there was something not right, but nobody was thinking.
I would have never thought that would happen.
And the strangest thing, man, was like immediately. I'm not a general contractor or anything, but the
Mhm.
walls that had moved out. It
Right.
was not like the roof had caved in. It was like the walls moved out. It was just super strange. And so, man, it was. I think the thing that was super funny was just how everybody immediately freaked out, but then everybody immediately went to work. Okay, we got to just make sure
Yeah,
everything's ready
yeah.
for Sunday morning. I say freaked out. It was just surprising.
Right.
Everybody's like, but it was really cool. We pivoted. We got a fence put up around around the structure.
Got a portable baptistry from the Greenville Baptist Association. Shout out to the GBA.
Yeah, and I think that rightfully, man, people were surprised. People were sad, that the building. But even from that day, I think what everybody understood and what everybody knows is the church is not the building. The people in the gym in that building were the church.
Yeah.
And the building's broken, but the church is going forward. So that's kind of why
the resiliency of the Haywood campus has been unreal. Because even that day, you baptized in every service.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like
we're gonna
unreal.
baptize again 2 Sundays from now.
And I don't remember the exact number this past Sunday, but you've technically at least stayed the same, but probably grown through this crisis.
We've had on 2 different occasions, I think, at least one, but maybe 2 different occasions since the roof collapse, we've had our biggest attendance since Easter.
Yeah, so that's bananas. People just,
And bro, I'm this past week, I met visitors who have come since we started meeting in the gym. Not an ideal environment.
Mm-hmm.
Visitors who have come since we started meeting in the gym who are plugged in and want to make this their home.
Yeah.
So
that's so cool.
God is not hindered by a building.
Yeah. So all of that kind of, I think that'll help some people for context to know, okay, wow, that's what happened. I didn't know the whole story.
That is the whole story.
But immediately then, questions. We've been trying to do updates every 2 or 3 weeks to keep people, because here's the deal with insurance. Thank the Lord for Travelers Insurance, a good company. Yeah. They've been our company. We have an umbrella policy for all properties, which
super thankful for.
Is really great. And I don't think we've ever really said that on any report, but there's an umbrella policy. So they do estimates basically on all, I think, 7 different geographical locations, because some of our campuses and locations are in rented facilities.
That's right. Different kind.
So we have a lot of property across the upstate that our campuses and locations are at. So basically we have this much coverage over anything that happens at any place. And so when it fell in, Travelers went into about a 30-day research and evaluation process.
Which is why it took so long to do.
It did. It took
next
us a while.
step.
And people were like, what are we going to do? We don't know.
Yeah.
Because we got to wait to see if the claim is going to be paid.
And let me just add, I think I'm so thankful for how patient Upstate Church Haywood was.
Yes.
But I do think there were a couple times people were like, you actually know what we're going to do, right? Now, I was like, being completely honest, I was like, I have no idea what we're going to do,
And in some weird way, if there's an update now, we don't have any great news to slam dunk share today. Here's what I would say the new update would be that in some ways it's more of the same. Although we do have a confirmation that we've already shared, they will pay a claim.
The insurance is paying a claim.
The insurance is paying a claim. We still don't know what that will be. There's a lot of factors involved, even depreciation of the building, because I'm not an insurance guy, but I do know that it'll be something to do with replacement value, what fell, how much did we lose, because some buildings are still standing. I know we're doing research on the existing 3-story education facility to still see how safe it is, right?
Can I say something to that? I do want to make sure everybody at Upstate Church Haywood knows that we are right now in the process of, with engineers, architects, and occupancy grantors, verifiers, that to make sure that building's safe. We're very, very hopeful by that building, but what I want everybody at Upstate Church Haywood to know is we're not, because people are kind of like, well, we thought the other building was good too,
Right.
we're not going to put anybody in an unsafe building.
And they weren't built the same time.
No, they were built years apart, and we feel really good about it, and we will make sure that we feel 100% certain about it.
Right.
And everybody needs to know, and you would say this too, the highest priority we have is keeping our church members
Sure.
safe. And so they need to know that if we say that building's good, that we're signing our name to it. You know,
Yeah, and here even the deficiencies and vulnerabilities of the building that collapsed, the problems with the construction were inconceivable. Like you couldn't have discovered them. So to have spliced trusses and also to have the wrong
nail.
size nail used in trusses is not something you can discover.
No,
It was they used
not until it's too late.
Yeah, 6 penny nails instead of 10 penny nails. That's a pretty significant difference.
I don't
think
know.
that's 40%
4
less.
pennies.
4 pennies short, buddy.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of thing. A lot of I try not to even read Facebook comments because anytime something's shared on WYFF or something like that, people immediately from I think trolls and people probably even in other states, then get on there and trash Christians.
Russian collusion.
Literally begin to trash people, and so a lot of things are shared that I know aren't anybody connected to us or even in Greenville. I think the vast majority of people know that in a lot of ways it's just the grace of God in a terrible circumstance situation.
That's right.
And we're thankful to God our people are okay, are safe, and God's going to provide. I know they're going to pay, but even if travelers didn't pay, God's not held hostage
by an insurance company.
Yeah.
We're
good. The mission will go on. And so in some sense of like, okay, what's next? What are we waiting on? I'd say we're waiting on travelers to tell us. We've already got a bid on what replacement value would be, but they're going their own bid.
Yeah.
And then they're going to look
at song and dance.
Yeah, they're going to kind of compare those two. Then there's scenarios in which this and that and AVL and estimating this, percentages of that. I would like to say it's going to be next week. It's not. Mm-hmm. It's going to be some time.
Right.
So we're trying to be patient. And so we're doing things like even this last week, I heard we got the sound absorption panels up at Haywood.
They are going up. It's going to be even better. We're going to put drums in there.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be great. I don't know if they'll play them like that.
I don't know what they'll do. Really bad for them.
Oh, okay.
But I'll say that all those things, we're moving forward with making our current situation as good as it could be. So all that to say, you guys are killing it. And you're going to keep killing it. We're not slowing down what we're doing.
Bottom line, it's just a bit of a waiting game.
Yeah.
And I would just say thank you to the Haywood people in particular who have been patient and kind and loving. I'm so glad to be able to be the teaching pastor there. And also thank you to the rest of First Baptist Simpsonville. Bro, they have the whole church, really, the unity on full display. Yeah. The whole church has loved us so well. Cool. Every time I walk into a new building, they look up at the roof. I think they think I'm bringing it with me. But man, just so thankful for our church.
So Haywood already had parking limitations. It already had facilities size limitations. It already had a lot of challenges. All those have been amplified because of this. So I also say props to you and all of them for just patience and flexibility and really creativity in doing things differently. But I'd say, no matter what, if somebody were to say, hey, I heard we are doing X, Y, Z. If anybody were to say definitively, yes, we're doing this, yes, we're doing that, I would say don't repeat that because they don't know what they're talking about. We don't know what we're doing at this minute. Right this minute, we have no specific plan because we don't have a specific budget.
That's right.
We don't know what that's going to look like. So I will commit, and I think you and I are 100% on the same page here. Everything we would do and anything our church decides to do, anything the leadership, we're constantly in contact with trustees, the business advisory team, our leadership team, vision team. No matter what we do, no matter what decision we make, it's going to be about what would help us maximize the possibility of connecting people in the upstate with Jesus to change their world.
Nothing's changed about that reality.
That's what we want to do.
That's right.
And then with Five Forks, I know you kind of said that may be something good to talk about.
I think just want to love on Five Forks, man.
They've been patient too.
Props to Dustin Dozier and that entire team. Dustin Dozier has been absolutely faithful at Upstate Church Five Forks, blown it up beyond Upstate Church Five Forks is beyond capacity.
Kind of been at the lid of size growth, capacity growth for the last 12 to 18 months.
And that's just a credit to them, man. They're so great.
And that building is still on track. The part of the, if there's like, I'd say a pause button that had to hit, or a slowing down of the let's go get started tomorrow, it's really a combination of getting the final about $1.5 million turned in on the $5 million.
If you have a Five Forks commitment,
Yes,
please keep in mind those are due.
they are due, and they're over and above our tithes and offerings.
Yes. I'll say this because I've said this from the stage. Do not stop tithing to turn in your Five Forks commitment. Do
that
both.
should be a whole podcast. People need to know, and I'll just use me and Amy as an example. You can't outgive God. We've always been faithful to tithe. And when we gave a pledge to Five Forks, it was not out of our tithe. It was on top of our tithe. That is totally what we should do. Otherwise, it's going to create a very big problem with the church and the mission. So, but in addition to that, we're waiting for all that to come in because the bank doesn't care what you have pledged.
The bank cares what you have in your pocket.
It's crazy, man. They actually want to know what kind of money you got.
Business people, man. Unreal.
So we actually have to have the $5 million in our hand before we can borrow the rest. And in addition to that, interest rates, they continue to come down. It just would be better stewardship to be patient so that everything we do stepping forward, Five Forks is done at the right time, the best stewardship.
So it's not true that we're in a holding pattern. We're just trying to make sure we're got everything in line so that we can start.
We're being very strategic and I think wise to make sure we're doing it at the right time. Here's the problem or the challenge right now. Five Forks is already tapped. And I know, again, they just, if y'all can just hang on with us.
And we're having creative conversations to best make the mission most effective out there too.
Yeah. So really right now we're talking about a lot going on. You know, Haywood, Five Forks, Greenville launching really soon.
Yeah. November 30th, I think, is their first day.
A lot of moving parts. Lawrence just went to 2 services.
Yeah.
Man.
God's doing so much all over.
Yeah. It's really cool. It's exciting.
It's not a boring place to work. It's not a boring place to go to church. This place is this place is really awesome.
Hey, let me add this since we're just talking. In Simpsonville, if you attend the Simpsonville campus, awesome opportunity to love Jesus and strong just outward expression and display of that leadership and showing people how much you want to be all about connecting new people to Jesus. The new city hall was just constructed. There is a lot of parking behind the city hall. There's a big parking lot we park across the city hall already that we own. If people can park in the city hall parking lot as well as that large parking lot, that'll just free up so many other parking around the Simpsonville. We're tapped out.
If you love Jesus and you care about lost people, park at City Hall.
I'll make it even easier than that. If you love Jesus as much as you love a Clemson game or a USC game. I went to Tuscaloosa to watch Alabama play. I walked a mile, maybe 1.5 miles from my parking place to get to that stand.
You'll be okay, is what you're saying.
I did it because I wanted to be at the game, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, the City Hall parking and that big parking lot across the street from the police station, those are closer than you will walk going to the Clemson game.
And it's a definite need for people to do that.
It just helps. I know our older, especially older folks, folks who have special needs, not talking about you guys, keep parking close, but them and guests should be our priority parking close. Yeah. Everybody else, it's not too much to ask to walk. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for letting me add that.
Yeah, and I think that just goes to show you, man, God's working at every single location. Campus, every single location has needs to make it more effective to reach people in the upstate for Jesus.
That's right.
And so we're just asking all of you guys to number one, be a part of that with us. Number two, be patient if you can't see it. You know, I know God's working it all together, and we're just along for the ride.
It's good stuff, man. How about this? That's bonus
episode of Charge On Podcast. You never know what you're going to get. Hey, you guys charge on. We'll see you next time.